Hey there, YouTube. So welcome back to Many Tribes, One Kingdom. It's John here again. And today we've got a little bit of a different video for you. It is one that I am no less excited to do. And so we'll just go ahead and start. Before we do begin though, I want to make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Ring the bell notification so you get updated about all of our newest videos. And go ahead and give this video a like and share it with a friend. Alright, so, what are we talking about today? Well, as a Christian, I've heard a couple of misconceptions, I guess you could say, about heaven and hell and the afterlife. And these are fairly common to the point of irritation. I guess not irritate. Maybe irritation's not the best word to use, but it definitely bugs me that these rumors still exist because they're simply not true. So I'm going to start with a few of them, and we will go from there. And if you guys have any more, leave them down in the comments below if I missed something. All right, so what's the first one we're going to be handling? Well, the first one we're going to be handling is this idea that Satan is the king of hell. This idea that the demons and the devil, they're in hell, they love hell, they're masters of hell, and they're torturing human souls, they're staking them with pitchforks and roasting them like marshmallows, and this idea that they control hellfire and hellhounds and all this crazy stuff out of nowhere. All right. First off, as you can tell from my tone, this is obviously not true. Nowhere in the Bible is Satan credited as being the king of hell. Nowhere is he given this type of authority. The demons are not in hell. They don't enjoy hell. Hell is not this place where they drag humans. They're not the masters of hell. They're not the guardians or the gatekeepers or the wardens or whatever you want to call them. They're not these things, guys. So, to give a little perspective, hell was originally made for Satan and his demons. And hell is honestly not even the correct word. That is a whole other topic that I will go into. But basically, hell is not the correct word. It doesn't appear in the Bible. We're thinking of places like Gehenna and stuff like that. Sheol, Hades, Tartarus. So, yeah, the lake of fire, basically. And a real quick side note, no one is in the lake of fire at the moment. The lake of fire is empty. People will be sent there after Judgment Day, not before. Okay. So, demons are not in hell. I'm just going to continue to use the word hell. I know it's not technically the correct word. I'm going to continue to use it just so that people know what I'm talking about. I don't think that's a problem if you use this word, okay? So, what we think of as hell, demons are not there. They're not the masters of it. They're not the inquisitors or the torture masters or whatever you want to call them. They're not that, guys. Hell is their prison too. Okay, and we know this because in Matthew 25, when Jesus is talking about Judgment Day, he says that he will tell the unsaved, "Depart from me, you who are cursed, into the everlasting fire prepared for the devil and his angels." So what does that to mean? Well, that's to mean that these fires are prepared for Satan. Okay, it is his prison just as much as it is the unsaved person's prison. Okay? More so, in fact, because the lake of fire was originally made for him. Now, humans will go there. We can go to chapter 20 of the book of Revelation, and we can clearly read that, yes, humans will go to the lake of fire. But Satan is not the god of that place. He's not the king. He's not the ruler. He's not to be equated with, the pagan gods of Hades and Osiris, these gods of the underworld, Irish Kigal. Satan is not on the same level as them, okay? He's not ruler of the underworld. Alright. So that's the first one I really wanted to get out of the way. Really, I can't give you much more than that, guys, on that one. Just Satan's not in charge of hell. And if you hear someone telling you this, you instantly know it's wrong. If you hear someone talking about like visions of heaven and hell and Satan's on a throne in hell and, commanding legions of demons, no. You can instantly dismiss this as simply not true. All right. Well, sticking with the theme of Satan, moving to the next one. Now, this is the appearance of Satan. Now, I want you to do me a favor real fast, guys. Imagine what you think the devil looks like. Now, I'm going to stop you right there because I know many of you just thought of, I can't show pictures, obviously, but many of you just thought of a red-skinned goat man with horns, hooves, a tail, and a pitchfork. All right, be honest. Come on, if that was you, be honest. And to be honest, as a child for the longest time, I thought that's what the devil looked like. But no. Satan does not look like that, guys. There is no indication in the Bible that that is anywhere close to his appearance. If anything, it closely resembles a satyr of Greek mythology, or even the Greek god Pan. Okay, that's closer in appearance to Pan. Now, that's not to say that, that's exactly what the Greek god Pan would look like, but that is pretty close in appearance. I encourage you to go ahead and look up a picture on your own if you're interested. Now, what does Satan actually look like? Well, there's a few things we can go off of. First off, we can understand that Satan can change his shape. As a spiritual being, he has the ability to change his appearance. So Paul, in 2 Corinthians, I believe it is, chapter 11, states that Satan disguises himself as an angel of light. Okay, now that is to say that he can actually turn himself and make himself appear as an angel of light. He can make himself look good on the outside, and that's why you need to really test everything, guys. Even if an angel appears to you, and I'll go ahead and handle this one real fast, guys, because I do believe angels still appear to people today. Okay, I do believe that. So even if an angel appears to you, you gotta test them, guys. Don't just mindlessly accept that that's who they are, because I've fallen for that trick. Alright. Now, why might people have associated Satan with this satyr-like creature? Well, as far as I can tell, that maybe there was some misunderstanding. So in the book of Revelation, Satan is described as a great red dragon. This is the symbol that John uses throughout the book of Revelation to describe Satan. However, what we have to remember, guys, is that is a symbol. That is to symbolize Satan. That is not to say what he actually looks like. For instance, throughout the entire book of Revelation, Jesus is represented by a lamb. He's literally a lamb throughout the entire book of Revelation until chapter 19. Okay? The Antichrist is this leopard-like creature. The Babylon, she is this woman, I will try to keep my language clean, but she is this woman riding this creature. They don't even describe, this creature with multiple heads and everything like that. So you have to remember that the book of Revelation, you have to take it in context and look at what it's actually saying. So is Satan a giant red dragon? Well, no. I've even heard some people go so far as to say that in chapter 12 of Revelation, when it describes Michael and his angels warring with the devil and his angels, I've heard some people say, oh, well, Satan shapeshifted into a dragon to battle Michael, and Michael didn't need to fight as a dragon because he still trusted God. Now, I don't know where anyone would get this idea from. I'm not making fun of anyone who's thought of this, guys. But it is an idea that needs to be stopped being taught because it's simply not true. Satan is not an actual giant red dragon. Now, who do I think is actually responsible for these images of Satan? The red-skinned goat man? Well, I believe Satan himself is responsible. And here's why. He wants to lower your guard. And he'll do it in one of two ways. Either he'll lower your guard in making you think, all right, I need to watch out for the red-skinned goat man. And, oh, hey, there's an angel that just came in here. I can trust them because they're not a red-skinned goat man. That's one way he'll get you to lower your guard. Or the other way he'll get you to lower your guard. And I've met people like this. They're like, oh, well, you believe in some red-skinned goat man and everything like that. They're like, oh, that's just ridiculous. And they're like, oh, so there can't be a devil. Come on. And that's how he'll get you to lower your guard also. He'll convince you that he's not real. So be on the lookout for stuff like that, guys. And so the next one that I'm really going to go after, and I think this will be my last one for today. If you guys found this interesting, or if you found this, what's the word I'm looking for, educational, then, make sure to let me know, because I may continue this. I enjoyed doing videos like this. But here's my last one for today. The idea of heaven. Now, many people think of heaven as this place where you will sit on a cloud, floating around with a harp and a halo forever. Okay. Again, as with the first 2 points, there is no biblical basis for this. Okay? Yes, in the book of Revelation, it describes us as having harps and singing praises to God. But two things. First off, that's not boring. Okay? Second off, it doesn't mention us sitting on clouds with halos. There's no mention of halos, guys. I don't even know why people think angels have halos. There's no mention of halos for angels either. And I'll go ahead and I'll give you a free bonus fact. There's no mention of angels having halos, guys. But, so what is heaven? Well, you'll have to forgive me, but guys, there's no way to describe it. So we can read the book of Revelation, and we can read about, the New Jerusalem, the new heaven, and the new earth. But we have to understand is that to truly understand something, we have to experience it. I believe the book of Revelation gives us a very good description. Of course it gives us a good description, but I don't think it includes everything. And I think in order for us to truly appreciate it, we need to actually be there. Okay, and going ahead and we'll do another video down the road on, these people who said they've been to heaven and hell. We'll do a video on that, guys, so don't worry about that. We'll get to that. But here's what we know. Okay, we can read about New Jerusalem in, the closing chapters of the book of Revelation. Honestly, if you're watching this video, go read the book of Revelation. Because it handles all three of the myths that I've debunked today. So if you're watching this video, go read the book of Revelation. That's your homework from me. And so what it describes is, a beautiful city. I want to make sure I don't get anything wrong here. A clear river, the tree of life. It describes these beautiful things, open gates, no more need for the sun or the moon, no night, stuff like that. Okay? So heaven is not just floating around on clouds. And what you have to remember, guys, is that after we die, that's not our permanent location. Okay? The Bible makes it clear. We will be resurrected one day. Our goal is, even if heaven was clouds, and it's not, but even if it was, that wouldn't be a permanent location for us. We would eventually be resurrected and live on the new earth. Okay? Revelation tells us that there will be a new heaven and a new earth, for the first one had passed away. And so when there's a new earth, that's where we'll live. All right? I'm not going to sit here and claim to know everything about it, guys. I'm not that prideful. I'm not that arrogant. I don't know everything, guys. I'll be the first to admit it. Okay? I'm still learning right along with you guys. But I'm hoping that, this can help out a little bit. So that's really all I have for you guys today. Like I said, make sure you go ahead and hit the subscribe button and everything. If you enjoyed this video, share it, and come down and talk to us in the comments, guys. If I missed something, then let me hear it. Okay? If you disagree with what I said, let me hear why. If for any, if you have anything to add, let me hear it. Or if you want to suggest a part 2, I'd love to hear that too. All right, so I'm going to end with our scripture verse, and for that, just make sure you guys have, and after that, you guys are free to go. Just have a great day. So Luke 13:29, and they shall come from the east and from the west and from the north and from the south, and shall sit down in the kingdom of God. God bless you guys and have a great day.